Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm your host D-Day, bringing you some more Minecraft Technopolis to Skyblock. So we had an entire weekend between this episode and the other episode. I went ahead and I dabbled around trying to figure out how we can auto-craft the Technium, which when it comes to the Elite and the Advanced, there's no problem because there's only 5 in the recipe. So I just set an exporter to the Rapid Hopper for those 5 items. Same thing with the Advanced. There's only 5 items. I sent them directly to the hopper, which hoppers down and creates a backlog that goes into the next one because it gets sent over to the next one. The only problem here, of course, is basic Technium because it has 6 ingredients and I can't send 6 to the item hopper. And I've tried a bunch of different ways, even dabbling over here with the train picking up from 2 different positions, one here, picking up the 3 here and the other 3 here, driving it around and dropping it off to be created here. And I tried to set it so that the rail is long enough for it to drop in the craft. It craft, and by the time it makes it back in, it comes around and drops another craft. My only issue that I've run into is that sometimes the very first item gets dropped in more than once. Like, let's say I want only 8 bronze. It puts in 12 bronze because it sends another 4 before it leaves. So it has it waiting, it pulls it. Right before it leaves, it drops another 4 in and it takes the extra 4. So in the long run, this guy, or actually this guy, will fill up on the product that sometimes doubles up, which is super frustrating. But the best way that I figured out how to do it is to just set these 5, and then whenever I remember, I just grab a stack of lapis and I put that in manually. Because me just putting in this 1 stack of lapis and walking away will keep this going. I know that as soon as we unlock Applied Energistics 2, we can request these guys, which will be a lot easier. But until then, this is the easiest way for us to automate the Technium. I also went ahead and I put the toolbox down because I found out you can put the reinforced integral components, you can put them into the satchels. So here in mode augment, I put the satchel in, I gave it a reinforced integral component, and it made the satchel bigger. So now I have all of my items in a thermal satchel for right now. Let's go ahead and put these things in because I just broke that. And as you can see over here, I cleaned everything up. I had a fit. I didn't like that machines were everywhere, so I made little sections, cross sections of 5s. We got alloys up top, we got some plates here, we got some gears here. These are pulverizers for some random things, induction smelters for random things. We still have slots open, and then of course I reset this guy, the pulverizer, to the crystalline dust. And now this guy right here looks really cool. It's just standing there by itself like an absolute unit. I love it. And the biggest problem that we ran into is I made reinforced integral components and flux linkage amplifiers for all of our machines. And now we are actually processing them faster than they're coming in, even with the signalium blocks. So we have run out of aluminum, because aluminum is being sent over here to make plates, and the plates are being sent over here to make sheet metal, and I was a fool, and I put in one of these storage upgrades, the emerald ones, and I can't remove it unless I remove a whole bunch. It's gonna fill up. I mean, the same thing happened with lead. Lead is full now. We have more than enough sheet metal. When this one fills up, then we'll back up again. Because the same thing happened with lead. Lead backed up. We were 0 on lead. But now we are running at 3,000. And then, of course, the byproduct to the... which one is this? This one is silver. So the byproduct to silver is lead. we are getting a backlog of lead again, so we just need to let this guy run through. These guys don't have any upgrades in them because I don't think we need plates in a gigantic amount. So I have pulverized steel right here. The steel is empty as well. It's being pulverized so that it can be turned into the pulverized steel, so that it can be sent over here for hardened glass. We have hardened glass automated as well. And other than that, yeah, like our new chapter is going to be Mechanism today. And with Mechanism, we're going to be able to make steel faster. Of course, I could make more of these blast furnaces, but since we're going into Mechanism today, it's going to be a lot better to just progress down this path. So we need osmium. We need to unlock Mechanism with osmium blocks. Last episode, what we found out was that the osmium, for some weird reason, only goes through the jumbo furnace. So we have a bunch of osmium going on. We'll just grab one stack for right now. That gives us the crest. And 1, 2, 3, 4 for this. And do I have the bookmark? I don't. So let's go Mechanism and Mechanism. There we go. And does that remove from here? It doesn't, does it? 64, 64. I might have had a couple of extra in the system. Let's see, Elite. I have 78 in total, so we're a little bit over on the storage downgrade that we put into this one, because we don't need to turn everything into the technium ingots for right now. Let's go ahead and unlock Mechanism. Submit. Boop, boop. And let's go ahead and just grab all of it. It's an osmium ingot. We can make our metallurgic infuser, which is osmium, redstone, and furnace. This is really cheap. Wow, this is incredibly cheap. And steel casings require elite technium and steel. Okay. Steel. That is a problem. Let's go ahead and preemptively, I think, gears is the thing that is holding us back right now. Let's just turn this off for right now. And let's let this guy back up. I think I might have to turn off the pulverized as well. Because now I think, yeah, it's going to go to the pulverizer. So let's turn this guy off for right now as well. And boop. There we go. And I'll reset those later when we have much more steel coming in. Let's see. Is it going anywhere else? No. There we go. We're going to slowly back up just a little bit. I think also past... No, I've already turned all of those blocks of steel that I had manually in the inventory. I've already turned them back around. Wow, okay. So we don't even have the blocks of steel. We're going to get these steel ingots. Let's go ahead and put up a whole bunch of bookmarks. All right, so we have our bookmarks set. These are all of the alloys and all of the circuits and some of the machines that we're going to need. Most of them are going to be metallurgic infusers and enrichment chambers. So some of them are going to be quest rewards. And I believe we'll start with metallurgic infuser. So as far as I remember with Mechanism, we need 1 for coal. We need 1 for redstone. We need 1 for diamond. And we need 1 for refined obsidian. So that will be... They don't stack? I remember these guys stacking. Okay, so we have 4 metallurgic infusers. These guys are going to receive the product that we need to make the different alloys. So this one, for example, needs redstone. This one needs diamond. This one needs refined obsidian. And I believe for the circuits, they're all going to be crafted together other than the osmium with redstone. So the biggest problem, of course, is going to be getting the items that we put in the machines. We could supply these with just regular redstone, but if we infuse it first into these little square brick looking things, we actually get more out of it. So I know that when it comes to the different types of alloys, it's going to get very expensive. This is the most efficient way to do it, I guess, because it's it's a kitchen sink pack and we have so much resources, we could just be inefficient and just pump this in like this instead of enriching it first. It is kind of expensive to make enrichment factories for each one of these, but I mean, we can be bougie, right? Let's see, how are we on steel since I turned it all back off? Let's see, can we make 4? Okay, I made 5 by accident. We need the 4, of course, for the enriching. All of these guys will enrich all of these guys. So let's see. We should be able to, let's see, enrichment chamber. I mean, these are pretty cheap, but we need basic control circuits. So we need to set up redstone in a metallurgic infuser with osmium first. So let's go ahead and we'll set up over here. So we will export to this row and to this row. And then we will filter the item outputs on these 2 rows. That looks good. And then of course we need to connect it to our existing network down here and connect these 2. So now, let's see, we should be able to go underneath this guy and just straight up connect it. Yep, right here. So let's go like this. And there we go. We're connected to the network. All of these cables are up and running. And now we should be able to set these guys down. So let's go ahead and put the metallurgic infusers on the bottom. We'll put this guy here. And we'll give it some redstone and some osmium. So let's see, we got osmium here and we have redstone. We'll just do that. And here you go, redstone, here you go, osmium. Oh, also, while this is working, let's go speed upgrades. Do we have access to them now? Are they called speed? Yeah, they're called speed upgrades. For that, we need osmium dust and energy upgrades, right? And for that, we're going to need gold dust. So we need to pulverize gold and osmium as well. We can get one of those guys going. We could run it through the pulverizer. We don't need to make an enrichment chamber for this. Yeah, it makes 2, the pulverizer makes 2, and the pulverizer is easier to set up, really, and it's less expensive. We have a boatload of these pulverizers anyway. I put it down, I didn't give it power, but it made 2 of them. Is that because I have my bauble guy set to charge everything in my inventory? I did not know that the flux capacitor can charge machines. Okay, there we go. I got this guy up and running again. I set the power bar in the middle. So let's see. We're making 2, 3. And now with that, it is the quest. We should be able to make enrichment chambers now. Okay, so let's grab a 4th one. There we go. So now we should be able to make 2 of them at least. So enrichment chamber. We'll make 1 and 2. Like this. Okay. And they don't stack either. That's so weird. I could have sworn that they stacked, but let's go enrichment chamber and enrichment chamber. And what we're going to do is we're going to side config. We will shift left click everything. We are going to auto eject. We're going to get items from the back. And I believe that means it's the back. Yeah, see, input, red, back. And then we're going to output up. Output top blue. Good. And the first one is going to get redstone. Do I have any redstone? I don't. All of it turned into the... Let's just grab this guy. There we go. And the first one will be redstone. Yo, let's go. That's going to make us the compressed redstone. So let's see, will it? Yes, enriched redstone. And then we can grab this guy and we can use this in here instead. That is more efficient. This is making our basic control circuits. I don't think this machine here is going to make... We're going to set this one to make our basic control circuits. Maybe. I don't know. You guys know me. I tend to move stuff around in between episodes. Let's go. I guess I could also put these in my satchel now that I have room. So we need 2. And we're going to put 1 up here, like so, and 1 down here, like so. And that goes up, and this goes... Are you... Oh, I didn't set this guy yet. Okay. Like this. Items from the back. And then we're going to downward auto-eject. Yep, there we go. So I think that looks good. Let's just do this for right now. My biggest problem is committing. So let's commit to this, and then if I change my mind, I can always do that between episodes. The other one we need to make, redstone, we need to make coal so that we can make steel. We need to make the, let's see, coal, steel, diamond. We need to crush the diamond. So I guess we could make the crusher for the quest reward, and then we can set the crusher to crush our diamonds. That sounds like a good plan. We also need the osmium compressor, of course. We need to set up a new induction smelter for this recipe that kind of snuck up on us. Crystalline dust, diamonds, and emeralds will make infused crystalline. Let's go ahead and do that first, because we're going to need this guy pretty soon. What are we missing? Machine frames, of course. And what else are we missing? The blast furnace, most likely. And induction smelter, there we go. And, oh man, I should have checked. Yeah, I did. I thought so. I had 1 extra induction smelter that I keep forgetting that I have made already. Oh, and it would look better down here next to the hardened glass, next to the amethyst. But let's go ahead and just commit. We'll set this guy here. Config, it will go up. It'll come out the back. Or it'll go out the top, it'll come in the back. Auto outputs, and now we need to set, it is one of these, and one of these. Okay. And the second guy here, no, the third guy. Okay. So emerald, diamond, crystalline dust. Are you going to start running? There goes that one. Yeah, it's going to fill that one up first. So now I have my drawers on me. Perfect. And this guy should, because it has a filtered link cable, it will start exporting the infused crystalline. Cool. So we have those in our system now. Let's see, what else do we need to set up first? We have infused crystalline done. Infused alloy is going to be the redstone metallurgic infuser with the infused crystalline that we just made to make infused alloys. These guys are going to require... Man, I think it has to enter one side for the extra item, which is the enriched item, the fuel source, and then another side has to have the item that it enriches. So let's see, how can we make this work? I don't want to run power across the faces of these guys again. So let's go ahead and we will commit to making every item first. That way it will be in a straight line. These are the enrichment chambers that we need. We'll have them sorted, and then afterwards I will see if I can spiral them out into like little star shapes. And with the star shape, it will be able to feed through all of the different items. But let's set them up real quick to see how many machines need redstone, how many need coal, how many need the crushed diamond, and how many need the enriched obsidian dust. So let's set the crusher here as well. There we go. We have enriched diamonds coming in. Let's also set coal, and let's put this guy back in here. Let's see, is this one full? This one's full. Let's set coal, and then we can start working on the refined obsidian, because we're going to have to send, I believe, crushed obsidian to the machine. So we need to figure out how to do that too. So coal to this guy, and then output, input, auto eject. There you go. Coal is coming in here now. And let's see, are you the correct item in this pack? It is correct. Enriched carbon. There we go. And let's see, which one is the steel casing enrichment, osmium compressor? We are going to need enriched obsidian, and that will be enrichment chamber with refined obsidian dust. Okay, refined obsidian dust is obsidian dust in another metallurgic infuser with diamonds. So let's do that one next. Diamond and obsidian dust. And then only the enrichment chamber, wow, only the enrichment chamber can turn our obsidian into obsidian dust. So we need another enrichment chamber for obsidian dust. So metallurgic infuser, we have these guys now we can put in here. And we can set this guy, let's go input, output, auto eject. And we need to run infused alloy this way. We need to run infused crystalline through a metallurgic infuser to get the infused alloy, then the infused alloy through another metallurgic infuser with diamond to get the reinforced alloy, then the reinforced alloy through another metallurgic infuser with refined obsidian to get the atomic alloy. That is a pretty big rabbit hole. We're going to have a lot more metallurgic infusers than I thought we were going to need. So let's put the enrichment chamber here on the end. Again, we'll do this like that. So input, output, and the item that I want you to get is going to be obsidian. So let's see, that is going to turn into obsidian dust and bring it down here. The obsidian dust then needs to be sent to a metallurgic infuser with the diamond. So let's go ahead and set up a metallurgic infuser with the diamond right here. So we'll set this guy next. There we go. We are going to quantify lock and grab one of these guys and send him here. And now this guy can start making them. We'll manually resupply these for right now. And there we go. We have refined obsidian dust, and then the refined obsidian dust needs to go through another enrichment chamber to become enriched obsidian. Quantify lock, grabbing this dust, and we can send it up here to this second one right here. Just one. Okay. And then that one is set. No, it's not. Up, this, that. And there we go. This should be the refined obsidian dust being turned into the enriched obsidian. Yes. Okay, so that's all 4 of the plates that we're going to need. Quantify and lock. So we'll set a metallurgic infuser here and here where we have open slots for right now. This one we will manually fill in with redstone. So let's grab some redstone here. And then this guy, what we're going to have to do is we're going to send this item here, the crystalline. We're going to send this guy. Oh, that's a quest. Did not know. We're going to send that one to the middle one here. Okay. Can I fly and click on it? Yes. So the infused crystalline will be sent to the middle one. And of course this. There we go. Infused crystalline will be pumped downwards and will become our first infused alloys. Cool. Quantify, lock. Another enriched diamond. So let's grab some more enriched diamonds. We'll put those in here for right now. And then these guys are going to be sent to this machine right here. Again, we gotta set the config. There we go. So now this metallurgic infuser is going to make us the next alloy, the reinforced alloy. Quantify and lock. And then this guy we have to send to another metallurgic infuser with the refined obsidian we just made to make the atomic alloy. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to expand to the side a little bit because I'm debating on how I'm going to make this look. We will send the reinforced alloys this way. And these guys will start coming in here with this. So we will manually move this over for right now. We have enriched obsidian turning into our atomic alloys. So these guys are going to be pretty heavy duty. We have atomic alloys now. Quantify lock, and let's hold one. I believe that's a quest, right? Let's check. It is, but first we need to make a one of these guys. Basic control circuit infused alloys. So one of these guys, and let's try and ninja out two of these guys real quick. There we go. Advanced control circuit. And let's see, the osmium compressor requires two of these dudes and requires buckets and 4 infused alloys. Okay, we can make this at least. So let's see how well these machines take this. Let's go for... It's pulling it out faster than I can grab it. Wow. Let's see if I can grab it from here. 6. Okay. There we go. We need to make one more of these dudes. And now we should be able to make our osmium compressor for the quest. And I believe... Okay, we have to make a refined obsidian ingot, which is refined obsidian dust with osmium. Okay. So this one is a fairly easy item to make. Let's just go ahead and set it up here and set the inputs. All right, let's grab some of the refined obsidian dust from here. We'll put the osmium in the bottom and the refined obsidian up top. And we will just go ahead and make... Should I make 5? Just 5 is fine, right? We'll just go ahead and make 5 for right now. And those will be our refined obsidian ingots. And we can grab one. And does that give us credit, or do we need to grab one of these? Oh yeah! Love that sound. Let's go ahead and accept all of our quest rewards. We have completed the entire Mekanism chapter, and what's great is this will run with our infinite resources. We'll be able to get all of these guys running. Now there's 2 extra things that I want to do. Of course, I want to make these upgrades. These upgrades are important, and I do want to make steel with Mekanism. So let's see, steel, ingot. Now we have energized smelter. There we go. Induction smelter. No, that's the bad recipe. Okay. So the energized smelter, it's probably the steel dust route. Yes. So we need a metallurgic infuser. Enriched iron with the carbon that we're making. And then we need another metallurgic infuser, also with carbon. So carbon with iron to make enriched, enriched with carbon to make steel, and then the steel... Oh, does that actually cover up what I have going on over here? So we can decommission the pulverizer here because we're going to be making steel the other way now. We don't need to pulverize the ingots anymore. So 2 more of the metallurgic infusers. We have the drawer for that guy ready, this drawer as well. And then we need iron. And I believe that's actually going to be it, right? Infuser, infuser, drawer, drawer. So we'll make this one the steel dust. We need to grab some of our carbon. Let's go ahead and put half of it in here and half of it in here. We're going to set the input and output. We need export cables on the back of this machine here and the back of this machine here. And then I believe, no, this one's not connected. So we're going to have to hit a network cable up here so that these guys are connected across. This one is going to get iron, and that will start making the enriched iron. Let's see. Yes, enriched iron. We'll go ahead and lock and quantify this guy. We need to run the filter, and we need to run power. So we need 1 more flux duct, 2 more of these filters. So power, the bin is filtered, this bin is filtered, this guy is now going to be sent here. So let's see, yep, that one's going to be sent here now with enriched carbon, and that is going to make us our steel dust. Oh, and I'm trying to figure out why does this keep saying 0? I guess we have steel dust being sent all the way over here for hardened glass now. Whoops. So hardened glass is now being taken care of by Mekanism. Okay. And then does that free up this guy here? Yeah. It's going to keep making steel for us this way. Because I don't feel like decommissioning this guy. I might speed up the machines though. Definitely want to speed up all of these machines. Make them fast. So steel is up and running. We need to make the speed and energy upgrades. And so infused alloys, of course, we're going to need a lot of these guys. And also we need gold dust and we need osmium dust, which I believe both of these can be done with either the crusher or the pulverizer. So let's see. Pulverizer, I mean, I like thermal, but once you start upgrading the Mekanism machines, they get crazy overpowered. It's just that these crushers all require elite technium. They're very expensive. So let's go ahead. We'll make 2 pulverizers, I think, just for now, because we do have the slots open over here. So pulverizer, and then we're going to go bin. And then these guys are easy to configure. Gold and osmium. And then all we have to do is send it to these 2 guys. So we'll do gold first, and then we'll do osmium second. And these guys should start. Yep, there we go. We have gold. We have osmium already coming in that quickly. Wow. Okay, quantity and lock. And now, let's see, how are we on the alloys over here? I think all of the alloys are being sent to be turned into... Okay, cool. They did get stuck here, which is a blessing in disguise. We can pull these guys out from here because we need to manually move the diamond over here to turn these into the atomic alloys, which they're sitting in here as well. Good. Let's go ahead and we can craft with these guys. So speed upgrades, let's see. Just 1. If I put it in, will it send it back? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 speed upgrades. And then we need 8 energy upgrades. And let's see, how expensive are the installers in this pack? We got basic tier installers that don't look very expensive. Nice. Let's get rid of this. We can... Which one of these machines do you think we should upgrade first? I think this one, the metallurgic infuser. Well, I mean, that's tough. The metallurgic infuser is still going to be limited by the infused crystalline. But this, I feel like this is the most important machine. So we'll upgrade this guy, auto sort. Now it's making all of them at once. And now let's give it all of the energy upgrades and all of the speed upgrades. Yeah, it's crushing it now. Nice. And of course now it doesn't matter how fast it is or how many slots we can use because it is bottlenecked by the induction smelter over here. So let's see. Okay, this guy is empty. Let's go ahead and speed this guy up. I think I might actually have... Yeah, flux linkage. I got a little happy and I shift clicked. So I made stacks of these when I didn't really need this many of the auxiliary reaction chambers. I just get so used to being lazy and then just smashing the shift click button. So just like at the beginning of the episode, I'm going to put some more lapis in here. This will solve this problem for right now. And what were we doing? We need to make another hardened integral components, which I put a lot of the hardened integral components. I pulled them out of the machines, put them back in here because some of them really did not need to be faster. It was just draining power for no reason. So we'll put that in, these 3 in. Now this is much faster. All right, now the next question is, can this guy keep the machine stocked fast enough? And I don't think it is. So let's go ahead. We have speed upgrades in here. I don't have my speed upgrades in here. Let me see. I made some simple storage speed upgrades. Yep, I also shift-clicked that stack. We need 4 of these dudes. So let's put the rest in here. And before this guy, yeah, I think it's going to empty out. We will set the middle one to extract, or extract import 4 times faster. Let's see, will that cap this guy out? I believe, yeah, it's capped out now. Now we shouldn't have a problem. Now it comes down to crystalline dust being created, emerald and diamond being pulverized. Emerald and diamond we have a backlog of. I guess I could put augments inside this. See, this one doesn't have one. This one does have one. This one doesn't have one. And the difference is almost 10,000. Wow. The gravel difference is big time, though. 1,000. And I believe... yeah, these are just going to be for upgrades. This guy is at 11,000. It is slower. Should I upgrade all of these things? That's 4 machines. Minimum 2 machines, since we have so many diamonds and so many emeralds. The crystalline dust, 12,000. It's going slow. 1, 2, and I believe I have more than enough. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just at least hook up these 2 machines to be faster. So we'll put this guy in here, like so. That guy will fill up here, yeah. And then we'll speed this one up as well. And I think that 11, 12, it's dancing at 11, 12. Looks like it's keeping up. So now this production is as fast as we can make it now. And I believe that's all for Mekanism, right? This is going to be creating the infused crystalline that we need. It is still bottlenecked. We can't make this faster right now, other than making another induction smelter, making more of these guys. But let's see, other than that, we could upgrade all of the machines, of course. See, it's only using 1 at a time. So it looks like the setup we have over there would require 3 induction smelters. Sometimes it does 2. At least 1 more to keep up with this machine. Like, this machine is now unnecessarily fast. But we have a nice symmetrical full set of thermal machines. That's just some of them are a little off. Like, there's 2 pulverizers here and 1 induction smelter here. But I made a pulverizer for diamond, so this guy is taken over for the crusher, and it looks pretty good. I like it so far. And I do like this design that I came up with for the H design here for everything we need for Mekanism. So I would say we are good to go for power. And, uranium. I guess what we could do is we could do what we have been doing and unlock the next chapter and set uranium. Uranium is going to require tier 8 support frames. So let's set up uranium so that I can gather up a huge buffer of uranium before we do the next episode. That way we won't be waiting for the uranium miner. Let's do this, and was it uranium book? And we need paper, right? Okay, and what's the paper called again? Research papers. So we don't have those. We don't have regular paper. I can't spell sugar. There we go. We use some of this, and we use some of this. That's another 7. And the book for uranium will unlock it, which puts uranium fragments on our colored stone. 1, 2, 3. And I should learn my lesson. Like, we don't need 3 stacks. Let's do 2. And actually, let me try something funky. We need 36. So let me try breaking 28 and see if that gives us everything we need for the 36 for the miner. Because really, we don't need anything past that. So 36, prospector's pick. Will you give me enough off of one stack? Uranium. I gotta use my grid. Uranium. 36, yeah. So you just need to grab one stack of colored stone, remove 36, and pop the rest. And we have more osmium now, which I'll probably just throw in the trash can, to tell you guys the truth. Like, fiddling with all of these fragments is kind of annoying. Even the uranium, I would say, like, because all we need is the uranium ore. I don't think I have a miner set for this guy. So let's make a miner. It's also a frustrating recipe to work with because it has the pickaxe. Miner. Uranium. We can put up this guy. And I don't think I have the drawer yet. We'll drop this off. Do I have room in here for the speed upgrade? I do, but I need speed. I need room for my keys. So let's go ahead, set up the uranium miner. I hit the wrong key. Whoops. And uranium, I guess it doesn't really matter where we put it. We can put it right here. Miner and bin. Okay. And keys, drawer, quantify. All of the cables already set, filtered link cable. And now, where does this guy go? Chemical dissolution, no thank you. Enrichment chamber makes 2 dust. Jumbo, 8 for 1, nope. So uranium, pulverizer, or induction smelter. And I am pretty lazy. We're going to be making enough uranium. I don't think I need to pulverize it into 2 and then smelt it. I don't know. I don't think I need to do that. I think I'm going to be lazy and just set up 1 induction smelter for this guy to make the uranium ingots that we need. So let's see, how are we on room over here? That's of course going to mess up this entire thing, right? Yep. There goes my train, and I'm actually kind of happy with this. Now we can export the uranium here, and this guy will configure to receive from behind and export up top. There we go. It's going to start doing that. And we now have a row of induction smelters that match. And I moved the pulverizers to over here. So now these pulverizers match, even though this is kind of a weird setup. I might change this as well, but this is up and running. The machines match, these match. We're making uranium. So I'm going to call it on that and actually be pretty content with the way the factory is running right now. Even though this Skyblock, it doesn't seem to be that difficult.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Smash like to show your appreciation, and consider leaving a boom in the comments section below. Also, click on my dude here to subscribe for more Let's Plays. Ooh.